In this video, we'll be taking a look at one MLB game happening on October 15, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one MLB game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays versus Seattle Mariners. The World Series looms on the horizon, and the postseason rolls on with a clash between two clubs desperate to take another step toward baseball immortality, as the Toronto Blue Jays face off against the Seattle Mariners in Game 3 of their best-of-7 American League Championship Series on Wednesday night. The tension is thick, the stakes even thicker. The Mariners stormed into Toronto and snatched control of the series, stealing home field advantage in stunning fashion by winning both games at Rogers Center, a 3-1 victory in Game 1 on Sunday, followed by a resounding 10-3 rout in Game 2 on Monday. That 2-game sweep sent a clear message. Seattle is not just participating in October baseball, they are dictating it. Now, they head home to a roaring T-Mobile Park with a commanding 2-0 series lead and a chance to deliver what could be the knockout punch. For Toronto, it's a gut check. The Blue Jays entered this postseason looking every bit like a force, dismantling the Yankees at home and re-establishing Rogers Center as one of the loudest, most intimidating venues in baseball. Yet despite having every advantage, the crowd, the energy, the momentum, they find themselves staring up from a deep hole as they travel across the continent to face a team that looks locked in and unafraid. This is no longer just a series, it's survival mode. Seattle, meanwhile, could hardly script it better. Back at T-Mobile Park, a stadium that has long served as a haven for their pitching staff, the Mariners return with confidence swelling and the crowd firmly behind them. It's a venue known for stifling hitters and amplifying pitchers, especially when the evening air turns cool and heavy. George Kirby, the Mariners starter for Game 3, thrives in these conditions. His season tells the story, a 3.29 earned run average at home compared to 5.16 on the road, spread across 76.1 innings of work. Those numbers are no small coincidence. They're a reflection of a pitcher who feeds off familiarity, command, and the comfort of home turf. For Toronto, the numbers are less kind. Away from Rogers Center, their offensive spark dims. The long ball that carries so easily under the closed roof in Toronto often dies harmlessly in the marine air of Seattle. The team that averaged 4.98 runs per game overall saw that production dip to 4.55 runs per game on the road, and that kind of decline matters in October, where every run is magnified. The Blue Jays bats have to adjust, and they must do it fast. Otherwise, the series could end before they even manage to ignite. The burden now falls squarely on Shane Bieber, Toronto's choice to start Game 3. Once a Cy Young winner, Bieber remains a pitcher of great pedigree, but he's still clawing his way back to full strength after injury disruptions that stole much of his season. His first postseason outing, a rocky start against the Yankees, showed flashes of his old command but also revealed rust and a troubling lack of consistency. Bieber's velocity and location wavered, his breaking ball flattened, and when hitters connected, they hit him hard. Toronto's hopes hinge on whether he can rediscover the precision that once made him elite, because if he falters early, the bullpen that has already been stretched and exposed could quickly unravel again. Seattle's path to this moment, in contrast, has been smooth, confident, and efficient. The Mariners needed just one win in Toronto to reclaim home field advantage, and instead, they took both games with authority. All the pre-series murmurs about an overworked bullpen and missing starters have been silenced, at least for now. They've managed matchups beautifully, executed game plans with surgical precision, and maintained composure under pressure. The Mariners' bullpen, often questioned for depth, has delivered clutch innings, limiting damage and closing doors whenever the Blue Jays threatened. Returning home up 2-0 with their #1 starter on the mound and a rested relief corps behind him, Seattle now stands on the verge of history. The Blue Jays are betting everything on their ace to stop the bleeding. Early bettors are gravitating toward Toronto, seduced by Bieber's reputation and the allure of the bounce-back narrative. But the cold truth is this isn't the same Bieber who dominated hitters a few years ago. Since returning, he has struggled in advanced metrics, near the bottom in hard hit rate, barrel percentage, and fielding independent pitching. Those aren't mere numbers, they're red flags that point to a pitcher whose command isn't quite there and whose margin for error has shrunk. If Bieber can't find rhythm early, Seattle's disciplined hitters will likely force him into deep counts, elevate his pitch total, and chase him from the game before he can settle in. And if that happens, Toronto's bullpen becomes the story again, and not the kind the Blue Jays want. It's already been exposed in the first 2 games, used heavily and hit hard. The Mariners have seen nearly every arm they can throw, which only deepens their advantage heading into Game 3. Familiarity breeds opportunity, and Seattle's hitters won't need long to capitalize if they get a second look at that relief corps. So, if you're telling me that I can bet against a rehabbing Bieber and an overtaxed bullpen while backing a fully rested George Kirby and a confident, well-managed Mariners relief staff, and doing so at home in one of the league's most pitcher-friendly parks, the choice feels obvious. Seattle has the edge in form, in rhythm, in morale, and in setting. Everything about this matchup points one way. The Mariners have a chance to make their first World Series appearance in franchise history, and they don't seem eager to give Toronto another chance to breathe. They'll look to end it here, on their turf, in front of their crowd. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Toronto has seen the over hit a 90-73-5 mark in 168 games this season. Entering Tuesday night, the Blue Jays rank 3rd in baseball at 4.98 runs per game, though that number drops to 4.55 when playing away from home. Their games average 9.46 total runs, but that figure slips to 9.31 on the road, a subtle yet telling decline that underscores how their bats cool outside Toronto. Seattle, meanwhile, has posted an over record of 92-71-6 in 169 games. They rank 10th in the majors with 4.72 runs per game, though that falls to 4.29 when traveling. Their average total sits at 8.97 runs per game, but when they play at home, in the controlled chill of T-Mobile Park, that number settles neatly around 8. With T-Mobile Park's reputation as a graveyard for long balls and a haven for pitchers, and with temperatures expected to hover in the low 60s and drop into the mid-50s as the night progresses, the elements should further suppress offense. The air grows heavier, the ball carries less, and extra base hits turn into warning track outs. The combination of Kirby's command, Bieber's urgency, and the stadium's tendencies sets the stage for a lower-scoring affair. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.